Well, I love what you said a minute ago about getting out and going for a walk. And I like that for a couple of reasons. And I want to stop on that for just a second, because when we're talking about finding our inner spark and finding our purpose, one of the best things that I'm hearing Sharon say, as well as based on the experience of people that I've worked with over the years, is that if you will get out at the top of the day and you will go for a walk, not just to walk your dog, it gives your dog exercise if you have a dog. And if you don't, just get out and go for a walk yourself. But what happens then is it gets a bunch of oxygen flowing through your body, and it gets your blood flowing. And all of a sudden you start breathing differently than you did if you were just sitting at home watching TV. In addition to getting out and walking, what happens if you get out and you start enjoying some sunshine and some fresh air, all of a sudden your thoughts start to process. And so where I was talking about, taking a good look at is what I'm doing in my life working for me right now, all of a sudden you start having thoughts that are coming through that you're like, hey, wait a second, I could be doing things differently. In addition to that, if you're out walking a dog or if you're out walking in the neighborhood, chances are you're going to run into other people. Now, Sharon said it's nice to get out there and put a smile on your face. I'm going to take it one step further and I'm going to give you a challenge. And your challenge is for this week. This is your homework for this week. In addition to creating your spark statement, I want you to get out and I want you to do this. This is your homework. You must greet one new person every day. If you come across them, meet one new person every day. This is a test that my humanities teacher gave me way back. I went to 1 year of public high school. I was homeschooled the rest of the time. And when I went to 1 year of public high school, my humanities teacher took me aside and she said, man, you're really shy. And I said, I know. I'm really scared to be around other people because I don't have the cool clothes and all the cool stuff that they have. She said, I want you to do me a favor. Can you do me a favor? And I said, yes. She said, can you promise me you'll do me this favor? And I said, yes. I didn't know what it was. She said, will you meet one new person a day? And I said, what does that mean? She said, that means you have to say, hello, how are you? And start an organic conversation. You can't just go up and, write it off the list and say, oh, I saw someone. You have to go up and start a conversation, introduce yourself and say something like, hey, how's the weather? Don't you love how nice it is today? Or lovely dog, or how long have you had the dog, or whatever. You got to make an organic conversation. And I said, why do I have to do that? She said, do it and then you'll know. And I said, okay. And I said, what happens if I go for a day and I don't run into anyone? She said, then you have to make it up. On another day where there are two people, you got to go talk to two people to make up for the day that you missed. And I said, okay. So I get out of my shell. I go out there and I start meeting new people. And I started in the school that I was in, starting organic conversations with people. And I realized the most amazing thing. Mhm. People are not scary. They don't bite back. They're like normal. And most people are grateful that someone else started a conversation
Yes.
because they themselves are scared to start the conversation. And
Mhm.
so instead of us all wandering aimlessly through life, kind of like, oh, I saw that person and we made eye contact. Oh, how uncomfortable. I'm going to hurry off like nothing happened. To stop and go, wow, check it out. I'm going to share this with you. Wherever you are, the other person is also there in that exact same moment. They're also there. So you can say things like, what brings you here today? Are you here on business or pleasure? Especially if you're on a cruise ship. Hey, what brings you here? Are you the guest speaker or are you here just enjoying the time with your family? Are you celebrating a birthday or an anniversary? These are organic conversations you can start. If you're out walking the dog and they're out walking their dog, you could say, hey, do you always walk your dog in this neighborhood? How long have you had the dog? Whatever you're doing right then, the other person that you're running into, they have something in common with you right now in that exact same space. However, both of you got here as two completely different avenues, yet here you are in the exact same moment in time. Are you both seeing the same moment in time, or are you seeing it from two completely opposite perspectives? And so by just stopping and saying, hey, what a lovely day, right? And then having a small conversation, it doesn't hurt anything and it helps more than you will ever know. And I'll share this with you. Had it not been for that one exercise alone, I would never have been in a position to have a conversation like the one I'm having right now with Sharon. I would have never had the courage. I would have never said, you know what, I'm worth something that a behavioral scientist that has been in this industry for 30 years is willing to come on my show and share her ideas with me. I would have never asked for that. And we have to be willing to ask. We have to be willing to say, hey, I'm putting myself out there in order for people to say, hey, I'm willing to come be part of what you're doing.